Alright, let's just take a deep breath. Seriously, I need you guys to just stop whatever you're doing right now. Put the phone down, turn the volume up, because I am still sitting here trying to process exactly what it is that we just watched. Lindu events that. I've been covering tennis for a long time. I've seen upsets, I've seen blowouts, but what happened out there on court 5 today? That wasn't just a tennis match. That was a reality check. A brutal, cold, and frankly, terrifying reality check. We all saw the hype, right? You couldn't open Twitter, you couldn't watch a sports channel without hearing about Alexandra Ebel, the 20-year-old prodigy, the next big thing, the girl who was supposed to take the WTA Tour by storm and usher in a brand new era. And look, I get it, the talent is there, the athleticism is undeniable. When you have an entire nation, millions of passionate fans backing your every single move, and you've got the Nadal Academy pedigree attached to your name, the expectations aren't just high, they are suffocating. But today, all that hype, it crashed right into a brick wall named Elise Mertens. And I mean, a literal brick wall. The final score was 6-2, 6-1. But let's be honest with ourselves, it wasn't even that close. It was a massacre. It was a masterclass in tactical dissection. Mertens didn't just beat her, she systematically dismantled her, piece by piece, until there was absolutely nothing left. I want to break this down for you guys because the scoreboard only tells you what happened. I want to talk about why it happened. And to do that, we have to look past the emotion and look at the brutal, undeniable truth of the statistics. The champion. Let's talk about the serves up. A champion. If you just looked at the post-match summary and you saw that Alexandra Eala landed 88% of her first serves in the opening set, you would probably think to yourself, oh, she served great, she must have been dominating. I mean, 88% is a freakish number. It's a video game number. Most players are thrilled if they hit 65%. So she's getting the ball in the box almost every single time. But here is the massive glaring problem, and this is the trap that so many young players fall into. Elise Mertens did not care that the serve was going in. She didn't care at all. But why? Because a first serve without velocity and without pinpoint placement is just a really nice warm-up ball for a top 20 player. Mertens looked at that 88% first serve percentage and essentially said, thank you. When Eala's first serve landed, she only won 47% of those points. Less than half. Imagine that. You are hitting your primary weapon, the shot that you entirely control, you get it inside the lines, and you still lose the point more often than you win it. It's psychologically devastating. You could see Mertens adjusting her return position. In the first few games, she was standing on the baseline. By the fourth game, she was stepping a foot inside the baseline. By the second set, I swear, she was practically standing in the service box. She was taking the ball on the rise, entirely robbing Eala of any time to recover. Before Eala even finished her service motion and landed back on her feet, the ball was already screaming past her ankles. That is the difference between junior tennis and the big leagues, guys. In the juniors, if you hit a heavy, spinny serve into the middle of the box, the opponent might just block it back. On the Pro Tour, a veteran like Mertens is going to take that ball, tee off on it, and put you on the defensive before you even know what hit you. And that brings me to the absolute turning point of this match. The moment where you could literally see the belief leave Eala's eyes. Let's talk about break points. Tennis is a game of pressure. If you are not putting pressure on your opponent's serve, you are slowly dying out there. You have to make them feel uncomfortable. You have to make them second guess their toss. Elise Mertens generated 11 breakpoint opportunities in a match that lasted barely over an hour. 11. That means in almost every single service game Eala played, she was fighting for her life. She was constantly serving from behind. 15-40, 30-40, add out. Do you know how exhausting that is? Not just physically, but mentally. Every time Eala stepped up to the line, she felt like she was carrying a piano on her back. She was untouchable. Eala managed to scrape together exactly one, let me repeat that, one breakpoint opportunity in the entire match, and she didn't even convert it. 0 for 1. You simply cannot win a professional tennis match if you are only seeing one breakpoint in 14 games. It's statistically impossible. Mertens threw her in a tactical jail cell and swallowed the key. But how did she do it? This is where the veteran IQ comes into play. Mertens realized very early on that Eala wanted rhythm. Eala wants to stand on the baseline, hit heavy topspin forehands, and get into these long, grinding, rhythmic rallies. So Mertens completely refused to give her that. Mertens started using the slice backhand. And I'm not talking about a defensive floaty slice. I'm talking about a nasty, biting, skidding slice that barely bounced over the net cord and stayed about an inch off the ground. Now, if you play tennis, you know how incredibly frustrating it is to deal with that shot. Eala, who has this big, loopy, modern Western grip on her forehand, was suddenly forced to bend her knees all the way down to the court surface and try to dig out a ball that had absolutely no pace on it. You can't hit a winner off that. You can only try to roll it back deep, and the moment Eala rolled a short ball back, boom. Mertens steps in, takes it early, flattens out her forehand, and hits a clean winner down the line. It was clinical. It was like watching a grandmaster play chess against someone who just learned how the pieces move. And then the streak happened. If you want to pinpoint the exact moment this match went from a competitive contest to a complete blowout, look at the game streak. Elise Mertens won 7 consecutive games, 7. From 2-2 in the first set, Mertens just flipped a switch. She won the next 4 games to take the set 6-2. Then she carried that massive tidal wave of momentum right into the second set and went up 3-0 before Eala even had a chance to blink. Have you ever experienced a 7-game losing streak? Even at a recreational level, it feels like the end of the world. Imagine doing it on court 5 with cameras in your face and your entire country watching. When you lose 7 games in a row at this level, the court starts playing tricks on your mind. The net looks like it's 10 feet tall. The lines look like they are painted on the inside. Your racket feels ridiculously heavy. Eala started panicking. You could see it in her footwork. She stopped taking those micro adjustment steps. She started lunging at the ball. She felt like she had to hit the perfect shot just to win a single point. And when you start going for the lines on every single shot because you feel totally outmatched, what happens? The unforced errors pile up. Eala hit so many errors off her forehand wing today, but honestly, I don't even like calling them unforced errors. They were forced by the scoreboard. They were forced by the relentless, suffocating pressure that Elise Mertens was applying. Eala was trying to hit her way out of a corner, and Mertens just kept making the corner smaller and smaller. So where does this leave us? What is the takeaway here? Not a field muck. Look, I am not sitting here telling you that Alexandra Eala is a bust. Far from it. She is 20 years old. She has an incredible engine, a massive forehand, and a work ethic that is second to none. She is going to be around for a very long time, and she is going to win a lot of tennis matches. But this right here, this match, this is the reality check that every single prodigy needs. You don't just walk onto the WTA Tour and start blowing past seasoned veterans based on talent alone. The tour is a jungle. It is ruthless. Players like Elise Mertens have been out here for years. They know how to suffer. They know how to problem solve in real time. They don't panic when a young kid starts hitting big shots. They weather the storm, they find the weakness, and they exploit it until it breaks. Newer for Eala, this is a massive learning opportunity. She needs to sit down with her coaching team, rewatch this absolute horror show of a match, and take detailed notes. She needs to realize that her first serve mechanics have to change. She needs more pop, she needs more variety. She cannot rely on heavy topspin to win every point. She has to develop a slice, she has to learn how to move forward and put volleys away. She has to add layers to her game because right now she is a little bit one-dimensional, and Mertens completely exposed that dimension today. And as for Elise Mertens, man, let me tell you, if she plays like this for the rest of the tournament, nobody is going to want to see her name in their section of the draw. This was a statement. This was Mertens sending a message to the top 10 saying, "Do not forget about me." Her movement was flawless, her tactical awareness was genius level, and her mentality? Ice cold. She didn't let the crowd get to her. She didn't let the hype get to her. She came in with a job to do. She executed it flawlessly, and she clocked out in just over an hour. It was professional, it was ruthless, and it was beautiful to watch. So this is why we love this sport, guys. The storylines, the drama, the tactical battles. You just can't script this stuff. One day you are the unstoppable future of tennis, and the next day you are getting a masterclass in reality from a veteran who refuses to step aside. Now, I want to hear from you guys, because I know the comment section is going to be absolutely wild today. What did you see out there? Was it just nerves from Eala? Was the occasion too big for her? Or was Mertens just playing on an entirely different planet today? Do you think Eala can bounce back from a loss this devastating, or is this going to leave some serious mental scars? Jump your thoughts down below. I am going to be in the comments reading through as many as I can, because I know you guys always bring the heat with your analysis. If you appreciate this kind of deep, unfiltered breakdown, if you love looking past the scoreboard and really understanding the tactical side of the game, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button, it really helps push this video out to other tennis fans. And make sure you click that notification bell so you don't miss our next upload. So the tournament is just getting started. The drama is only going to get crazier, and I will be right here breaking down every single moment for you. Until then, keep playing, keep watching, and never ever underestimate the power of experience on a tennis court. Catch you guys in the next one.